white ball, high, pretty face guy like, bro, how do I exist? Gym every day, I'm a summer daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Trying to slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. 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 Slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You're gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. 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 Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Bro, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl. She musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you. Disgust me. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. See women love me. Bro, they trying to me. That's the wrong way. The wrong way. Me back. Yeah, buddy. If you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me. I could turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing because I can't name that. Dummy.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. From the gun now on third down, Carr. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have us. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators lead. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down the number for getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So in Saints territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Murray. And incomplete on a deep ball.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Murray a give. This is Connor. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd and 8. Murray now to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he's in the end zone for a receiving touchdown. Chris Moore from 17 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers –
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's get credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll go again with Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now a toss left side for Benson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you're lined perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Ritter will set up to throw it. That pass complete to Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Ritter. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Looking here for Smith downfield. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. It's third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Ready. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Another run here with Benson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back to throw, Ritter. And that one caught downfield by Pascal. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 54 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Let's go. Benson is in for a touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender,
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
ready?
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports.
Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Godden.
Ready up. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Here we go.
A give left side for Benson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On the handoff, Benson running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And this is caught. He hits no. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he will take it in for a touchdown. Chris Moore, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really fun.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st down, it's Benson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ritter now. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost to his foot.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as him make the diving catch. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give up the middle with Benson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They run over center with Benson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Here's 2nd down and 3. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Ritter looks to throw it. Open man here is Benson. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Here's Ritter. This one caught downfield by Higgins. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. That's some job by the big fellas up front.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
A final shot now for Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Once more from the 11, 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Benson finding the end zone on the game's final play as his guys are able to regain the lead. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond.